So let's start by adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. Sort of thinking about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. And try to avoid slouching or leaning. We also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. And begin to let go of attending to
Sorry, I don't know that one.
let go of attending to the environment. Allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation. Concentrating your awareness in the present moment by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from that distraction and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, generate a broad and altruistic motivation for your time, thinking of using this time to cultivate constructive, beneficial states of mind, ways of acting and perceiving, contemplating, ways that when they arise naturally tend to give rise to actions that are beneficial to others, wanting to reduce and ultimately eliminate ways of thinking and acting that are not beneficial, are not constructive, that when they arise often give rise to actions that cause harm to others, as well as agitating and disturbing our own mind. Thinking of genuinely transforming the mind in this way in order to be of greater and greater benefit to sentient beings. And then today we'll contemplate taking safe direction, finding a genuine source of refuge, protection. So, cultivating the mind of refuge is based on concern, in part based on concern for our overall spiritual trajectory, the uncertainty of the ripening of karma, and the effects of the ripening of negative karma in future lives. So we recognize that we possess a perfect human rebirth, something of incredible value. And yet there's no certainty how much more time we have in this particular incarnation. This body and this mind will separate. It could be even today. At that moment, karma will ripen, that will establish another kind of incarnation. And at that time, actions that are motivated by love and compassion and wisdom are the ones that will be useful, that will help to keep us in a perfect human rebirth, able to continue to practice. We recognize too that it's still quite difficult to create those extremely positive karmic seeds in the mind. The afflictions are still quite strong, and we've accumulated also negative karmic seeds from beginningless past lives. So there's an inherent uncertainty in cyclic existence. And facing that uncertainty, we generate a genuine interest in turning toward valid, powerful sources of refuge and protection. Often we place a refuge in very temporary, very limited things, thinking that amassing wealth or status, reputation can truly shield us from suffering. Even if these are somewhat effective for even one entire lifetime, they have no additional power at the end of that life. And their pursuit may have taken us away from creating those causes and conditions in that life that would protect us beyond that life. so we can recognize the need for a perfect, unmistaken guide to help us navigate the uncertainties, the dangers of cyclic existence. The Buddha is known to be such a reliable, unmistaken guide. And we can demonstrate that by looking at our own mind, realizing that these negative mental states are not one with the mind itself. There are times when, for us, anger arises, times when jealousy or ill will, greed arises, but only in dependence upon the arising of specific causes and conditions. We've also experienced at least moments of clarity, moments of relative peace in the mind, also due to specific causes and conditions. We've also observed many people who have stable, high realizations, like His Holiness the Dalai Lama, other great teachers. So the evolution of the mind is something that we can observe. And the mind being non-physical, that evolution has no natural limit. So it follows that through continued effort, necessarily the causes and the conditions for a fully developed, fully perfected mind would arise. A mind free of all faults, a mind having developed all positive qualities limitlessly. And the Buddha is one such example, that kind of mind. And what the Buddha left behind were the methods, and processes, the steps for changing our own mind. A method to show us how to be completely free of negativity and to develop all positive qualities. So we can have confidence in finding refuge in those methods, as they are the result of enlightened mind. And the consequence of the Dharma being left is that practitioners have used it to also attain deep realizations, and they exist, these practitioners, throughout the world, able to help us to clarify doubts, to provide advice and guidance. These realized beings are the Sangha jewel, providing a living example of putting the teachings into practice, demonstrating that even in this day and time, thousands of years later, it's still possible to practice and get the results. So contemplate these points and try to develop a strong sense of reliance, and refuge. On the Buddha and his teachings and the community of practitioners who've realized his teachings. Try to hold your mind single pointedly in that understanding, that sense of conviction. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation. And think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind that you freely offer for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.